Welcome to Tales of the Getaway Guy, an adventure into 23 years of TV getaways all across New York State and beyond. Our travels will also venture into 23 years of radio days where my broadcasting career began. So hold on, I've got everything you're going to need for your next getaway. Hello again, Mike O'Brien, your getaway guy. And here we go again with another episode of Tales of the Getaway Guy, Winter Getaways. We're right in the smack dab in the middle of it right now. Now, last episode, we gave you the Aquarium of Niagara, which is a great indoor winter getaway. And I think we also did the Lamberton Conservatory here in Rochester, another tropical getaway, being inside in the middle of winter where it's tropical. Yeah, I'm real good with that. And these were always very, very popular getaways when I did the show, 23 and a half years worth on Channel 9 in the day. So now we're just kind of going over some of the stuff that may be good ideas for you and the whole family. More winter getaways today. These are also indoor getaways. One you're going to have to travel. The other one is right in Rochester, New York, and it has everything to do with butterflies. Did you know we have the only year-round indoor butterfly garden in upstate New York? Yep, it's called the Butterfly Garden at the Strong Museum of Play. Wow, is it nice inside, especially this time of year. The Strong has a great butterfly garden. Paved pathways lead you through a tropical garden, lush rainforest kind of setup, hundreds of butterflies. They even land on you. Watch where you walk. I mean, they're everywhere, which is the whole idea of this indoor getaway. The Butterfly Garden at the Strong Museum of Play. It's something that's so unique. And of course, the building is extremely unique. It's that amazingly large glass building at the corner of like Monroe Avenue and Chestnut Street downtown. You can't miss it. It's quite unique and it's quite beautiful. And boy, is it nice inside. So a good winter idea this winter, you want to get out of the cold and get inside. Now, here's the deal. When you bring the kids to the Strong Museum of Play, which is probably why you're there, you'll go through your general admission to get into the museum itself and do all the things that they have there. And if you want to continue into the Butterfly Garden, you can do that as well. So with your general admission for 2 years old and older, the total would be $24. Under 2 are free. Go to museumofplay.org and get all the information. The hours, again, may vary. 11 a.m. to 4:30 for the Butterfly Garden, until 7:30 p.m. on Fridays. But again, I highly recommend you go to the website just to make sure that the hours haven't changed. Everything is so fluid right now with the pandemic, so anything is possible. But that's the latest, museumofplay.org, a great indoor getaway for the whole family, Butterfly Garden at the Strong Museum of Play. I've done many shows inside there, and I never want to leave. I just get in there and film and watch the activity of the butterflies in this rainforest. It's just really nice, really nice. It's also very good for your skin. Speaking of good for your skin, is pizza sauce good for your skin? I guess it could be, particularly if you, no, I don't know where I'm going with this. I'm trying to do a segue into Ninos Pizzeria, and that wasn't a real good one, but boy, talk about good pizza. If you like thick Sicilian-style pizza, go to Ninos. I've been doing it for like 40 years. Oh, what a delicious pizza from a city classic pizza joint. I call it a hole in the wall. It's on Culver Road, 1330 Culver Road, near Merchants. I've been going there forever, and that's the reason why. It is so good. And I got to stop looking at the pictures because that means I'm going to order another pizza. When's the last time they brought the pizza out to you that you just ordered? They open the box for your approval, right? No one does that, but they do it at Ninos, and they've been doing it forever. Yeah, it's an old place on Culver Road. They've been doing this forever, and they haven't changed a thing, and that's what I like. Ninos Pizzeria, my high recommendation for a good Sicilian-style pizza. And thank you, Ninos, for being a part of our show. Now, let's go to another winter getaway. This time of year is perfect because this, too, is indoors. But this is for those that want to get in the car and get out of Dodge. We all want to get out of town for just a day. I mean, we're been cramped up and trapped into our homes for so long, at least I have, and I'll do anything to get out of the house. And so this is a little bit of a day trip. And when I did this show, a show on this particular getaway about 12 years ago, well, number one, I was younger. Number two, it's a place that someone told me about. I was doing an appearance. I think it was a home show kind of a thing. And a gentleman in Penfield came up to me and he said, "Mike, have you ever been to the Northeast Classic Car Museum?" I said, "I don't even know what that is." And he said, "Check it out. It's in Norwich, New York," which no one has ever heard of. Even the people in Norwich don't know about Norwich, but they do. And it's such a great getaway. And it's so unassuming. The entrance to this classic car museum, you would never know what lies beyond it. I didn't until I walked in. Again, Norwich, New York, good couple of hours out of town. It's in central New York, south central New York, about 145 miles out of Rochester. And a lot of secondary and back roads to get there. But once you do, and pick a day in the middle of winter that, the roads are good and clear. You don't want to go when things are challenging. Go when it's clear, and we do have those days. It's in Shenango County. Over 170 classic and vintage cars, 28 motorcycles, 5 connected climate-controlled buildings. Even the mannequins have been paired with clothing from the era in which that car represents. It's stunning. Wait till you see this place. Now, I was not, and the operative word here is was not, a fan of classic cars. Oh, I am now, because when you see these, you're going to go, this is truly out of this world. The collection is jaw-dropping. So if you're into classic cars, this is a must getaway. 170 of them in these buildings. Cars like the Franklin, the DeSoto, the Studebaker, the Nash, pre-war collection, Model Ts, Packards, and many, many more. They're open every day of the week from 9 to 5. And adults are only $12. It's a cheap getaway. $12 for adults. Ages 6 to 18 are $5, and under 6 are free. Where are you going? And again, it's in Norwich, New York. It's just this little place in the middle of nowhere, but the gem sits right there in town. It's totally wheelchair accessible, so that's very good. ClassicCarMuseum.org, that's their website. Go to it and see it, but definitely go there in person. ClassicCarMuseum.org. It's one of my getaways in my second travel book, volume number 2, page 28, if my recollection is correct. But it was such a magnificent getaway, it made it to the top 50 getaways in my volume 2. And by the way, if you're interested in my travel books, which coming up for spring, summer, and fall, when we can finally, hopefully, get back onto the road and go places, these are must-dos for the glove box. My sister goes into her glove box and they leaf through the pages and go, oh, where will we go today? Oh, let's go to Fort Ricky. There are just so many places in these books, and you can tell me how many you want. I'll give you volume 1 for free when you grab volume number 2 for only $14.95 plus shipping and handling. Go to MikeTheGetawayGuy@gmail.com. And we can talk back and forth, and we'll get you all set up. I'll sign it to whoever you want to give it to, or to yourself. MikeTheGetawayGuy@gmail.com. So there you have the Northeast Classic Car Museum in Norwich, New York. Highly recommend it. This time of year, it's a nice indoor getaway, for sure. We often get questions at MikeTheGetawayGuy.com. And one of our questions just in not too long ago was from Sean in Victor, New York. And he writes, "Dear Getaway Guy, my family is looking for a good winter carnival, and we don't mind traveling for a 2 or 3 day getaway. Do any come to mind?" Absolutely, Sean. 2 come to mind. And if you want to travel a little bit, head up into Canada. There are 2 of them. Now, they have their own requirements, so do a little research before you cross over the border. They have their own specific requirements, but well worth it if you're looking for a winter carnival. And I've done shows on both. First of all, they own the word cold. Canada this time of year, wow, it's way down. But if you love the cold and you dress up appropriately, there is no better place to go for a winter carnival. The one that I just absolutely love is the Quebec Winter Carnival. It's on from February the 4th to February the 13th this year. It's in Quebec, Quebec City. And by the way, I'm about to show you Old Quebec City. I did a getaway there years ago. I'm going to show you that getaway in just a second. Hold on, though. Quebec Winter Carnival, they do such a great job there. And it's just so many activities happening in and around Quebec City, including the Ice Hotel that you may have seen on one of our previous episodes. The other one, which I absolutely love, and I ran into Rochesterians there when I was filming the show, it's Ottawa's Winterlude. Ottawa's Winterlude, and their winter festival goes from February the 4th this year until the 21st of February. So a couple of weeks of great winter fun all in around Ottawa. But the one main focus of this winter carnival is everyone ice skates on the Rideau Canal. So the canal is frozen over, and pretty much that's where most of the festival is and takes place. Because as you're skating around, there are booths and there are exhibits and there are displays. And one of the great things they do, I've got to do this here in Rochester, they take a wooden tray and they pack it with snow on top. It's like a narrow table. I'm going to do this year. And so it's all packed snow on top, so probably about that wide. And they make a little valley in the snow. Then they take, perfect this time of year, pure maple syrup, and they pour it in this little valley. Then they take popsicle sticks, stick it in the maple syrup, that's, by the way, getting quite solid, and they turn the popsicle sticks. After a few minutes in the cold and on the snow, the maple syrup is turned into almost like a sucker, kind of a soft sucker on a stick, pure maple syrup. It's wonderful. It's unbelievably good. So that's just one of the things that I saw there. But take that times 25 and you'll find all sorts of fun things. Winterlude in Ottawa, which is a great city. Isn't that the capital? I think Ottawa is the capital. And I love it there. I never knew. Ottawa has great restaurants. They have this amazing winter carnival. And again, that's from the 4th to the 21st of February this year. Now, before I get to that video of Quebec City, and you've got to see it, it's like being in Europe. I'm about to show you that, but before I do, grab yourself a nice hot cup of coffee and a couple of eggs from Jim's on Main, one of our sponsors. I go there, in fact, I was there just a little while ago. If truth be told, you'll find exactly what you want when a good old breakfast comes to mind. Hot coffee, your coffee cup will never go empty, and good eggs and bacon and home fries. And I highly recommend the Late Riser. It has everything you want for breakfast, all in one low price. Jim's on Main, just down from the Auditorium Theater on Main Street in downtown Rochester. They're closed on Mondays, but boy, there's the Late Riser right there. It's got my name all over it. Enjoy yourself. 785 East Main. It's a great breakfast getaway, and I love sitting at the counter. A diner has to have counter seats, and they do at Jim's. And you'll probably find me there. They also have Jim's at Grease Ridge Center as well. Now, let's check out the video with the Quebec Winter Carnival in mind. Have you ever been to Old Quebec City? I have. I did a show, and here it is. Yes, you can actually take stairs to get up to Chateau Frontenac. Good luck. It's quite a workout here in Old Quebec, Quebec City, Canada. Mike O'Brien, your getaway guy. Last time, I took you to the Ice Hotel, just a little ways away from town here. Today, I'm going to show you around Old Quebec and a few other things you might enjoy. Like instead of taking the stairs, taking the funicular or slanted elevator up the wall to the top of the old town. Quite a ride for $1.75 and a much easier way to get up here to capture this amazing view of the port. And while you're up here, you can take a ride on the classic toboggan run this winter, maybe lunch at the most photographed hotel in the world, Chateau Frontenac.
Well, we're from New York City. We came up here for our anniversary. And as also a baby moon, my wife's pregnant with our third child, so we thought we'd get away.
And if your getaway includes shopping, there's nothing more romantic than walking the narrow, cobblestoned streets with boutiques, pastry shops, and French restaurants in Ol Quebec's lower town along du Petit Champlain. Very romantic and very French, but don't worry.
Well, I don't speak any French. I know, 2 or 3 words. I know how to, ask for the bathroom.
Ask for the lamb shank at this wonderful French cafe bistro on Petit Champlain, La Lapine Sauté, the crazy rabbit, and you still don't have to speak French.
I've kind of been a little apprehensive going into stores, thinking that I would have to use my French, but then as soon as they hear the accent, everyone knows English in Quebec City, so we felt comfortable.
And you may be comfortably blown away by this very convenient award-winning hotel.
The Auberge Saint-Antoine is a unique hotel, and the main reason is that it's not just a hotel, it's also a museum.
Artifacts found on this site of the hotel have actually become part of the hotel. Today's comforts built around yesterday's history, like the 82 guest rooms and 12 suites, with winter rates around $199 a night. Expect plush bedding, balconies, heated bathroom floors with shower and deep soaking tubs, little extras that make a big difference at Auberge Saint-Antoine.
We invested heavily in unseen details, such as soundproofing the rooms, not just to the standard, but twice the standard.
You won't even hear the sound of the movie showing in the hotel's private theater. Guests can watch pretty much anything they want. And if you don't feel like leaving the hotel, a late-night dinner at Panache doesn't get any more comfortable. Executive Chef Francois Blaise wants it that way.
It's cozy, there's no stress, you can come and jeans and t-shirt, I don't mind. That's Quebec, that's me, and that's how I like to do a restaurant.
With a touch of Europe in your next winter getaway, but you won't have to travel that far. From Ol Quebec, Quebec City, Canada, I'm Mike O'Brien, your getaway guy. Now remember, that particular getaway was shot years ago. Probably, I'm thinking 10 years ago anyway. So the prices mentioned in the show have changed a little bit. Hey, inflation, right? They have that in Canada too. And some of the people probably have different jobs that you may have seen. But again, that was like from 10 years ago. Bottom line is Quebec City. What a great place to go. And again, it feels like you're in Europe. And it's not that far away. If you were to leave from Rochester to go to Quebec, Quebec City, Old Quebec City, it'll probably take you between 7 and 8 hours. Yeah, it's a trip, and you'll go through Montreal to get there, but you're heading way up north, and if you're going in the winter, bundle up. It's cold, but what a great getaway if you're looking for a 2 or 3 day getaway like Sean from Victor was. I think you'll enjoy. And I hope you enjoyed today's show. Remember, you can see this podcast on all podcast platforms, and our videos of the Getaway Guy, Tales of the Getaway Guy, on YouTube. Or make it easy for yourself. Find everything you need, all our episodes, and check out some more great travel ideas at thegetawayguy.com. thegetawayguy.com. It's all right there. I want to thank Ninos. I want to thank Jim's on Main, and certainly Joe here at Classy Wolf Media. And thank you for joining us for our travel getaway, Tales of the Getaway Guy. Until next time, Mike O'Brien, your Getaway Guy.